Hey everybody, we're back. Let's play Final Fantasy VII Remake. How you doing, mate? I know that feeling. I appreciate being here, though. Let's get going. How does anybody survive falling off the plate into that? Ooh, treasure chest.
Shut up and move.
Just don't look down, okay?
Always look down. These catwalks aren't even proper floors, they're just metal grates.
Section G's through here, huh?
Where does that lead? One chest. 3 potions. Bad. Nothing over there. What does this button do?
This is switch for the lamp. This is switch for the lamp.
Okay, just not gonna do it. I swear, if I have to come back up here to turn it on in a minute, I'm not gonna be happy about it.
This ought to open it.
Oh, you guys don't know how to push a button?
No good?
Needs power, I think.
That looks more like what we need.
Control room.
Let's check it out. Maybe no one uses that entrance.
I'm getting the feeling no one's come down here for a long time.
No plate inspectors, huh?
That'll be convenient then if the plate just happens to collapse.
Doesn't look good.
Think it works?
Wait for the squad to assemble. You know what? That's actually a good point, man. There's good thinking.
Error. Insufficient power.
Of course.
Now I'm gonna have to go and
Hey
turn the
guys,
light off.
Look at this. Instructions for dealing with a power shortage.
Kill the lights, and we free up power for the gate and other stuff.
Sun lamps. You think these are the plate suns? The closest thing we have to the real thing.
Gotta put out a sun just to open a gate, huh?
But if we go through with it, the grounders in Sector 4 will suffer.
Now or later, sun's going out for good when we blow the reactor.
That's true.
Let's go.
All these lamps. You'd think they'd be able to balance the load by now, though.
Maybe. If the maintenance guys or whoever weren't playing hooky.
The lamps are important, but when you think how much Mako it must take to keep them running.
Those are huge. You gotta look at them from here. You don't realize when you're down at the bottom just how big the lights are. God damn.
That's gotta be one. Man, look at the size of it.
That a console I see near the top of that ladder? They, pretty tall ladder, too.
I'll go.
Okay, we'll wait down.
Yeah, the scale of it. It's definitely one thing I'm really appreciating about the remake. The scale of everything. I mean, look at that. Sector 4 slums down there.
disengaging locking mechanisms.
Okay, that's that.
Great job, Cloud.
I want to see the effect this is going to have on the people down below. Because this isn't the only lamp. Like, surely the rest of the lamps are close enough and provide enough light that one going out isn't too big of a deal. And look at that one. That one's not too far away. And that's only one sector, yeah. Never got the feeling that Midgar was this big in the original. Just the scale makes me interested in seeing a remake of FF8 like this.
Next stop, Section G.
Like a huge Balan
And
garden.
after that, Reactor 5. Not again.
Oh boy.
Great. I'm sure those things will welcome us just as warmly as before. Tell you what, the rot runs deep in this damn pizza.
These things running amok, this can't be good for the metal work. Eventually this would corrode and just collapse. Is that outside Midgar there? The barren wasteland around Midgar? Right, here we go.
Don't mind us, y'all. Just pass.
Here we go. It's over. Going in. Break this up.
That's the way to do it.
Honestly, playing this like this, and just how impressed I am by a lot of it, just basic stuff like this, it makes me really sad that this isn't the full game. It's just part 1. Yeah, that's gotta be the wall there. Leads out into the world. What's the area beyond the housing? Is that all scrapyard? Oh. Yeah, after they're done with this, like this, I'd be down to see FF8 in this style. And, you know, rework some of that writing.
That.
Gotta go where the catwalks take us.
Yeah. It was really a case when this part came out, it was like... By the time this came out, even if they'd done
Powered down. is
the
my
next
guess.
part,
Lucky us, am I right? One less thing for us to worry about.
even if they'd done part 2 a year after this came out, it still would have likely been a PS5 exclusive. And then part 3 definitely would have been. This was too late into the generation to be otherwise. It's why my whole point was, when it originally came out, like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to wait until eventually there's a complete collection, which there'll have to be. And then, like, Intergrade came out, and it was like, yeah, no, it's going to be improved on PS5. I was right. I just don't think any of us expected it to be this long between part 1 and part 2.
Filling the air that we gotta breathe with their shit.
Monsters sure seem to like it. What's up with that?
It's like in the tunnels. They get twisted by the macro, but it all goes back to shit.
Yeah, no, there's the possibility, but there's also the thing of, interesting. That's gotta be a bio thing. There's also the thing, like, the PS5's been out for like 2 years now. There's not even been an announcement that FF7 Remake Part 2 is out yet. it could still be another 2 or 3 years at least. And by that point, more people will have PS5s. It won't matter. I mean, they've already said FF16 is going to be... that's coming out on just PS5 and maybe Xbox Series X? I forget whether they said Xbox. Like, that's not coming out on PS4. Stairways, that's likely progress. It's an interesting thought, and yeah, I'll definitely agree. I hope that's what they're doing. Because FF7 Remake was announced way too early.
You okay?
That was concerning.
Ha! Going for that materia, weren't you?
So close, and yet so far.
One thing that did give me a little hope about that kind of thing is a few years back, if you remember, they announced Resident Evil 2 Remake and then said nothing about it, and when they finally showed it off, it was coming out a few months later. And then the same was true of Resident Evil 3 Remake. They announced it and it was coming out a few months later. And Devil May Cry 5, when they finally announced that, it was coming out a few months later. Like, my hope is that they will do stuff like that. But it is crazy to think we've gone this far without hearing even rumours that FF7 Remake Part 2 is in full production.
Hey, let's take a moment to get our bearings.
Right, this is the wrong way. I did want to go that way. Oh, don't do that to me.
We're still in G, right?
Yeah, and to reach Mako Reactor 5, we need to go through Section H.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't spot a connecting catwalk to Section H. Did you?
Well, we could always do another lap.
Go for 10, why don't you?
The only other route that I can think of would be...
Along the wall.
Up for giving it a try? It might not work out, but it's the only idea I've got.
It's not a bad one.
So we're shooting for those giant fans way over there? Okay. At least we've got a clear landmark to guide us.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Keeping the plate's air clean by pushing the smog into the slums. Whole system's designed to make shit roll downhill faster.
I mean, when it came down to it with the Switch, like, early on in the Switch's life, there were 3 games announced that I was really interested in.
This place out.
It was, Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, Shin Megami Tensei 5. And all 3 of those games were announced with a trailer and then disappeared for years. SMT 5 finally showed back up last year, which was nice, and now it's out. Bayonetta 3 finally showed up at, I think... It wasn't E3, was it?
Shut up.
But it did show up during a Nintendo Direct, so I just don't think it was E3.
Alright.
Metroid Prime 4 was announced, and then... like, nothing. It was like, yeah, Metroid Prime 4 in development. And then, like, 2 years later, I think it was, yeah, we've removed the development team and completely restarted development. And we haven't heard anything about it since.
You know the best way to not get lost is to believe that you're not. Mind over matter.
Isn't that from one of Marlene's books?
Yep, one of her favorites. Loves it when I read it to her before bedtime. Doing all the voices.
Life in the Endless Maze. Am I right? I remember.
Alright, so that seems to have been all that was over here. Yeah, like, all of that stuff was announced, like, way too early. And then you end up with, like, the problem we have with those is they've been announced and then there's nothing. And then there's the opposite problem of they've been announced and then there are constant updates. Like with Kingdom Hearts 3, when Kingdom Hearts 3 was finally officially announced and put into development, Square would not shut up about it. And they just kept pushing out details for it. Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Gotta be careful.
God damn.
Ain't you supposed to be a professional?
Yeah, but the game's set up so I can't use any healing items unless somebody's got a full ATB gauge.
I got this.
Alright.
Stay strong. Good luck.
I got this. Enough. It's over.
Here we go.
Brace yourself. Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's better when games are announced when they're ready to be coming out. Like a year or so before they're about to be released, at best. Yeah, I can understand that. Kickstarter used to be a place of hope and everything, and then like too many Kickstarters happened that burned people. But if you've put money into it, you do want to get those updates. It's like Bloodstained. I followed Bloodstained's development as it was coming out, and like the transparency in that was fantastic.
I think we can climb onto that pipe.
Sure seems that way.
You know, as opposed to Mighty No. 9's development, which was... But yeah, we're delaying the game again, we're delaying it again, why? And then eventually they said, like, yeah, no, the single player's done. We just keep delaying it because we can't figure out multiplayer. It's like, who wanted multiplayer? Meanwhile, Bloodstained is like, this is how the game looks right now. And people are like, you know, don't like that.
These fans are really loud and...
You chickening out?
Hell no!
And then they're like...
I'm just worried that your bony ass is gonna get blown off the side and shit.
Enough.
What was it?
We gotta keep moving.
Okay then. Follow
Was
me.
it that people were saying didn't look great? There was the whole thing that Bloodstained did that was, here are 4 different visual styles we got prepped.
Don't
Take a look
fan.
and
Whatever
vote on
you
which
do.
ones you think are better.
Right.
Which was great. The only thing I've backed on Kickstarter was the Retro Fighters N64 controller. I wanted to back Bloodstained, but I didn't have the money at the time.
Hey, what's that behind the fan over there?
Isn't that?
That's some
Hey,
material.
Don't be a dumbass. Tifa told you not to look at the fan.
I'm gonna have to go and get that now. Like, I just not.
Made it through in one piece.
There was a doorway in there, so there's gotta be a way in.
Think that took a couple years off my life. Not really. Couple seconds, maybe. 3 tops.
Hmm. Yeah, these don't look right at all.
Section H is just up ahead. Slow and steady, guys.
And that's our objective?
I've had Necopara Volumes 0, 1, and 2 on Steam for ages. I've still not played them. But then, you know, it's just like most of the games I've got.
This is it. The cargo platform Biggs was talking about. Let's not keep him waiting.
Error. Insufficient power.
You're kidding me.
Needs 3 lights worth, looks like.
God
But
damn.
that's all of them, isn't it?
All or nothing.
I guess the sun's going down
Let's
early
regroup
today
here
in
if we
Sector
get
4.
lost. Remember the H1 sign.
Right.
Let's see now. Closest light ought to be...
That one.
By the light of these magnificent lamps, we shall lead our brothers and sisters of the Undercity to a brighter future.
Say what?
It's from a speech President Shinra gave, talking up the importance of the sun lamps.
Brighter future my ass. Shinra's leading us down a one-way path to darkness and death.
Error. Insufficient power.
We need to disable a lamp first.
That's gotta lead to that summer materia. I got a bunch of visual novels that I'm just not playing, but then I've got a bunch of games that I'm just not playing, so you know, that's me. What am I doing? Ooh. Leather bracer. The defense. How are we all doing for health? Yeah, let's recover here. Yeah. I've got the Somnium files at this point that I really want to do. And I've just not gotten around to it. It's supposed to be like the spiritual successor to the Zero Escape series, I think it was. I was like, you know, I was down for that. That said, at some point I do want to do the Zero Escape series on stream. And get a bunch of people in to help with the puzzles. I've beaten them all before, but I feel like it'd be a fun group thing. Same with Professor Layton. I've been debating doing the Professor Layton series for that. Like, let's all work together to solve the puzzles, because it could be fun. The difference with that is, like, I've never actually beaten any of the Professor Layton games. You know, the issue here is going to be I turn off the sun lamps and the security powers up.
Y'all don't have a chance. Fuck on this.
Get ready.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it's actually about. I know I looked at the description before I bought it. Like, that was long enough ago that I've completely forgotten.
So long. You're done.
Look, there's the switch.
Let's flip it and go.
There we go. Alright. Yeah, visual novels are fun enough, but I like when they have interaction to them rather than just reading them and occasionally choosing a dialogue option that doesn't actually mean anything.
That's one down.
Like puzzles, I enjoy puzzles
Only
in
two
those
more
things.
lights to go.
Reinitializing
There it is.
intrusion prevention system.
Knew that was coming.
Intrusion prevention?
Back online because of us.
No need to fret, y'all. A few rusty mechs ain't gonna keep us from reaching the reactor.
Intruders detected.
There you go.
Engaging countermeasures.
Mid-range turrets, huh?
Hey, Cloud! Hang back while I deal with these pests. Suck it! Suck on this! Special delivery!
Worked up a good sweat. Just made our lives a lot harder.
We restored power to more than just security, remember?
We can move this catwalk.
Yeah! Lined it up perfect!
There we go. How much of a missed opportunity do you think it is that they haven't...
Think back. Anybody see a connecting catwalk?
They haven't put Advent Children costumes in this as unlockables? Nothing major, but you know, it's something. Turbo ether. See about that later. That's likely progress. You get a look at the map in a second. Yeah, I always appreciate like stuff like that. Doesn't take much effort, doesn't really change how the game is, but it's a nice little piece to add to consideration.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
It's one of the things of like Resident Evil 2 Remake. I thought it was really disappointing that they were pretty light on costumes, and the costumes they did have didn't call back to any of the other games.
Here we go. I see you. That's that.
It's like, yeah, cool, you've got the Elsa Walker costume, and that's pretty neat. But like, what about a Code Veronica Claire costume, or an RE4 Leon costume?
Was never in doubt.
That was particularly disappointing, because they'd done something like that previously with Resident Evil Remake. In the original release of Remake, you could unlock an RE3 Jill costume. And then in the HD version, they added RE3 Jill costume, no, they added RE5 Jill costume, BSAA, and BSAA RE5 Chris.
Error. Insufficient power.
I guess we're coming back to that. Yeah, I just think, you know, it's a nice little thing to do when they do it. And, you know, don't make them DLC, because seriously, stop making that stuff DLC.
Error. Insufficient.
Gotta power down a sun lamp first.
And that was one of the things that was really surprising with Spider-Man on PS4, that it had so many costumes as unlockables. And none of the costumes were DLC. Each of the DLC chapters came with extra costumes, but the costumes were not the focus of the DLC. Yeah, and it's like, okay, the costumes you get in RE2 make, that you don't have to pay anything for. They added the 98 costumes in an update, so the low poly PS1 style costumes, they were added in an update, so they were free. And then the only other costume you could unlock was the classic costumes, which was the outfits they wore in the original in the new style. Although they changed Claire's so that she wasn't wearing a turtleneck t-shirt underneath her vest, she was wearing a tank top. Which I didn't like, it ruined the colour contrast of the whole thing. And then RE3 Remake was worse about that.
Let's end this quick.
Like, RE3 Remake had less content overall anyway. And then only one costume each for Jill and Carlos, and those were pre-order bonuses. Which was particularly frustrating because I pre-ordered the game and didn't get those costumes.
You're mine. Try me.
No need to panic.
Thank you, Tifa. And that cure.
Need a light? Take the lead.
About damn time! Is that all you got? Ain't no thing! How'd you like that?
There we go.
Nothing's gonna stop!
You would say that.
Yeah, when it came down to it, RE3 Remake was considerably less of a game than RE2 Remake. And RE2 Remake already felt like it wasn't as good as it should have been as a remake. Like, RE2 Remake is a good game. Not going to deny that. As a remake of Resident Evil 2, it was lacking. And then Resident Evil 3 Remake was less than that. As a remake, it was lacking even more, and as a game, it was not as good as RE2 Remake. And the big thing with that is, it feels like a lot of that was cut out for extra development time on Resistance, the multiplayer mode, which not everybody was into, and that Capcom stopped supporting within like under a year. That was one of the selling points about RE3 Remake. It includes a full multiplayer game. But like, it wasn't much of a multiplayer game. If you paid like $30 for that, you still would feel ripped
Should be able
off.
to climb down from here.
Like, if you paid $30 for Resistance on its own, you'd feel ripped off.
Huh? You want to check
But when
it
it's
out?
meant to justify half of a $60 game, oh, how do I get that?
The power's on.
It gets even better though, like after Resistance, and like I say, Capcom not supporting it for longer. I think like they did like 6 months of support. And then RE8's coming out and they announced Reverse, which is another multiplayer thing.
Where was that last light again?
And it's like, wow, this looks dumber than Resistance. And after the way you treated Resistance, why should any of us care about it?
Where could they be going? Embarking on an adventure to find some treasure?
As a result, like, I know a few RE fans that were interested in Reverse, but on the whole, nobody really seems to care.
Ventilation system service mode active. Access maintenance terminal to complete procedure.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself some electric to Chocobo. That's actually a point. I know I had a Cess equipped. Use a Cess on all targets. Nice, it leveled up. Now, let's get myself another leather bracer and equip it on somebody else. It looks like Barret already has higher defense than Tifa does, so... let's take a rest. Alright.
Does this control the fans?
And those off. Let's go get that summer material. I'm hoping it's Shiva.
We stop it?
Switching ventilation system to maintenance mode. Please complete the maintenance access procedure within the designated time limit.
Oh, that's
Man,
not
what
good.
are we even doing?
You get a minute to do this?
Check you all out!
One by one, clear all dots.
Try this. It's on you.
Guess it's my turn! Ain't no thing!
Come on.
Fire in one off! You got this!
Let me handle this. There. It's on you.
My Don't overdo it.
About damn time! Bring it home!
I got this. You're fine. Take the lead.
I've got this.
Come on.
Come on. There.
Yeah, let's get out of here quick.
For a shower.
Error. Error. Maintenance access procedure not completed within time limit. Reactivating ventilation system.
Oh, okay, so it's not that room. God damn, though.
Switching ventilation system to maintenance.
The people working on this get a minute to finish this, and if they don't finish it in time, then they're dead.
Let's end this quick.
Not a problem. Too easy.
All right.
Okay, I think I see how we're going.
Let's get this over with.
Get through each room to the next console. Alright.
Let's do this.
There.
Not bad.
There we go.
Access granted. Disengaging time lock.
Okay.
Okay.
Less complicated than I thought it was. My expectation was, like, if I didn't get out of there within the time limit, I'd be dead. There it is. Chocobo and
This is
Moogle.
summoning material.
Wow.
What kind of badass will pop out of this one?
We'll see.
You know what? I feel like I should give it to Barrett. But Tifa spent more time on the party, so, you know, better off having her here. Now let's go. Glad I haven't missed that. Let's have another rest again before we go. Why turn down a free heal point? Alright. Did that actually fully heal me? Yes. Nothing over here. Alright, let's get going. One more lamp. You know what, though? One thing that I have noticed, it's nice to have a game with rest points, where the rest points don't just automatically respawn the enemies. Like, that's just nice. See where this takes us.
Huh? We're going back?
If you've got shit to do, then hurry up.
Tell me what to do, Barrett. Yeah, that's a movable catwalk. This isn't where I wanted to go. Alright. See where I want to go. This will probably do it.
Almost done.
Yeah, because there's the
It's a
last
shame we
sunlight.
had to wander around so much.
Well, no stamps here to guide us. No Jesse or Wes to back us up neither.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what should we tell Biggs?
Hmm.
I don't want him to worry.
Well, it's simple. You tell him Jess is injured, but it's nothing too serious. We're just taking care of her back at base. If he's going to worry over that to the point where it's going to compromise the mission, then he's not somebody we should have on the team. I get there. I see a ladder a minute ago. I feel like I did. There. There's a pathway forward. Here's a ladder.
You taking a detour? Well, I did.
You know, I'm so tired of not properly explaining things leading to misunderstandings being such a common plot point in so much. Like how much dumb plot stuff can be avoided if people just talk. Oh, there's two of them.
Here it comes. Get ready. Try this. After you.
All right, watch and learn. Golden opportunity right here. Here it comes.
There! Bring it! Let me handle this. Keep it up! Give them hell, okay?
All the time.
Beat them!
Break on!
Yeah, there! Bring it! Gotcha!
Almost had it. There's a sass. I was looking for it in spells, it's in abilities.
I've got you covered.
Gotcha. Take it from here.
I'm up for anything. Come get it.
I got
You
this.
do it. Let's move, move, move.
Alright.
Not so fast.
Let's upgrade. We got a 6 here. Magic attack up, yes. Take that, thank you. What about Eye of Blade? Dominant physical defense, which might as well grab it to finish this off. May end up being useful, like, you never know. Magic attack. Defense. Magic defense first. Especially with me not regularly controlling Barrett. He's not going to be using magic all that much. So giving the defense would be the best idea. Max HP up, yes. Okay, this one's good. Alright, that's fine. Let's do this and get that materia.
Heads up, y'all.
Alright, there we go. Shortcut back. Have I been in this area? Oh, there we go. That's the discovery I was after. Elemental materia. You know what? Let's take a look at this. These slots linked? No, you can see the link there. Only Tifa has a linked set. So if I replace one of these, if I replace Ice with Elemental, leave that for now. Definitely keep it in mind though. Well, let's go. Gonna move the entire platform. There's nothing here. What does that switch do then?
If there's no viable path, we'll just have to make one.
Oh, there we go. It does 2. Alright. I don't think that could go anywhere else. Alright, this is an arena.
We've got this.
Let's hit it where it hurts.
Shut up. Try this. Any time now. Sloppy. Going in.
Get him down.
Need my help, do you? Get your ass out of here! Firing one up! Stay down, asshole! Don't look now! It's about to get real! How'd you like that?
That's the way to do it.
Alright. That's it. Keep going. Nothing over there. Switch. And another chest. Mesmeric armor. What is that? Magic warding glare. If that's a barret, because the other two have. Oh yeah, the revival area. Alright. Get him a proper accessory at some point. Yeah, give this to Barret. There you go. It's the last one.
And that makes 3. Enough to finally get our cargo platform moving.
Better be.
Okay, let's head on back to the H1 sign.
Sure, if I can remember where it is.
I hope that Jessie's injury isn't anything serious.
Best thing you can do to speed her recovery is to kick Shinra's ass in her stead.
I mean, really, it looked like a sprained leg.
And Cloud's got a cover for Wedge, too.
She seemed fine. Like, it just seemed like a sprained leg, a sprained ankle, or whatever.
When do we link up with Biggs?
Soon enough, don't you worry.
He knew we might be late, so he came up with a few ways to kill time.
We ought to reach him long before he dies aboard.
Okay. There we go, I found my way back.
And we're back at the cargo platform.
Get ready, Mako Reactor 5. We're coming.
Auxiliary power supply confirmed. Reactivating cargo platform.
Interesting, it says there's a 4th sun lamp hooked up there.
Awaiting input.
So long, underplate. I hate you too.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Shinra's just really bad at power management. Which works in their favour because regardless they get the money for it because they're the power company.
Wonder what the reactor's like.
Dark, dismal. A slaughterhouse where they butcher the planet. Then there's the smell. The Mako. Be ready for it.
Right.
Hear that, guys? It's the reactor colonists. Beckoning us saying, bring it on, Avalanche.
You should already know what the Mako smells like. The Mako smells like. Not calling it Mako is stupid. What the Mako smells like. He was in the Nibelheim reactor after all.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
That's a big one. Alright, not getting any stagger from there.
I won't give up. Keep it together.
I'm still kicking.
Come on.
Little pick me up. Get your
Knock
ass
him down.
out of here. I've lived through worse.
Dude, this is probably like one of the big issues with the AI control. Like Barrett there taking on that sentry gun, and he could kill it so much faster if he just used that one attack. But he's not.
Ain't done yet.
Gotta be smart.
I'm waiting.
You're up.
Let's do this.
That all you got? About damn time.
I'm waiting.
Kick my ass. Fuck on this.
Don't give up.
This ain't nothing.
Come on.
Fuck on this.
I've got you covered.
All good. See ya. You got this.
Let's go. This fight's not over yet.
Gotta love it.
Let's do this right.
My turn.
Triple slash.
Not looking good.
Braver.
Okay. Big should be
Phew.
waiting for us up ahead.
He's probably worried sick about us.
Potions stopped being useful really quickly, didn't they? Here we go.
Even after all that fighting, no one's coming for us?
No need. This is Shinra City. They probably have cameras everywhere.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
Because you should
Wait to
probably
go now.
know.
It's like walking a tightrope. When you're on it, only 2 ways off.
Better keep my balance.
You'd be good at it.
I wonder.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. It's like I've got all those potions. Can I use these in the inventory just to keep things moving faster? No. That's a little frustrating. I'm always going to have to go like this and do it one by one. But they're just bombarding me with potions, and they're useless in a fight because they don't heal enough. And then outside of a fight, I can't multi-use them.
Tifa?
It's nothing. Just next step.
Makes me think of, I like the healing items in the Tales series, the gels, because they don't heal a set amount, they heal percentages. Which means that they stay the same amount of usefulness throughout the entire game. And I like that. I think that's a good idea. Here we go.
Mercy! Wait, Cloud. Where's Jesse and Wedge?
Report.
Topside's going nuts.
Alright, how did you get past me when I was holding my sword to his throat?
Nice and quiet here, though. So quiet I had no trouble securing your route into the reactor.
You magnificent son of a bitch! Bring it in!
So, where are the others?
Man,
Jesse got hurt and couldn't make it.
Bad?
not so bad she couldn't rope in this guy.
Thanks for stepping up.
It's a job.
Worked out pretty good. You picking that train you did. While Shinra scours Sector 4, you could waltz right on into Sector 5. It's a bit of a squeeze, but it ought to get you where you need to go.
Let's be fair, it's only a bit of a squeeze for one person.
For my taste.
Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, and you'll be needing your grappling guns, of course.
Ooh, grappling guns.
All set?
Ready to take on the world and then some.
Make sure everyone gets clear, okay?
Will do.
Okay, y'all. Keep these grappling guns close. Secure them to your belt or whatever so you don't lose them. When we're done, we'll be using these babies to get down safe.
Well, I guess that's how I'm going to survive the fall then.
All of us.
Got it.
It makes sense. Meanwhile,
Wait.
Fix those lights! Excuse me, sir. Your tie?
Quickly now, quickly! That's it. That's the smell. This place reeks of Mako.
Looks like we made it.
looks like we made it.
Layout's the same as Reactor 1.
Why wouldn't it be?
We're near Mako storage.
Let's move.
It makes sense for them to make the layouts the same. Make construction faster. $90-degree turn. What's this? Oh sweet, I've done this. I'll have to turn that in. How have I done part 2 before part 1? Anyway. Upgrade Barrett's new weapon. Alright. First thing I want to get... There we go. It can be as powerful as it wants, but if it doesn't have the same number of materia slots, it's not going to be as useful. Yeah, it looks that way. That's a good one. Regular attack up. Okay, so let's compare and see which one I want to have. Attack down by 1. The buffs it's got I do think are probably better. Haven't finished learning focus shot. That's actually a fair point here. We haven't finished learning dive kick either. Go back to that then. I forgot about that. I need to be spending more time as the other characters.
I'm not seeing a way down.
Then you're not looking hard enough.
Well now, that could work. I'm next.
I'm turning back now.
Kinda scary, huh?
It's all in the mind.
The exit stairs this time are blocked off. How do we get out when we're done? There's also a case of like, oh, I don't see a way down. Like, what about the grapple guns we literally just got?
Hey, check it out. They stick this big boy on us, we'd be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Mechanized units like these were designed to take out giant monsters. Probably a new prototype. If they do decide to deploy it, then our best bet would be to run like hell.
Ooh. Then let's hope he sleeps through the explosion.
You know, looking at this thing like this, it kind of reminds me of one of the mech units out of Einhander. And like, if they're going to start referencing Einhander, I'm down for that.
Where is everybody?
That's a good question.
Got spooked and cleared out is my guess. Screw you!
That's that.
You should really be less confident about this, Barrett.
All right, watch and learn. Get your ass out of here! Suck it.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, should definitely be less confident about this, Barrett. It's too easy.
Almost
Like, sure, the route across the plate.
the smell. It takes me back.
There you go. She knows. The route across the plate, sure, being unguarded, nobody's there, nobody seems to have been there for a while. Now that we're in the reactor, this should tip you off this is a trap.
Think you can stop me? It's on you.
About damn time! Ooh, gotta love it!
Whatever.
How'd you like that?
Well, that's your problem. Like, if your plan doesn't account for some resistance, then you're not very good at planning.
No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
Especially with it being... What's the canon in this game now? Like, 2 days since the last reactor blew up? They should be on high alert at all the other reactors. Because there should be more security than usual.
Well, what we got here?
Turrets up top.
I can deal with those things.
Wait. It's like, okay, so they've got the explanation that everybody's expecting to hit Sector 4 because of the train. And it's like, no, that's not a bad explanation. But this should still definitely be the case if there should be more security than normal here. Exactly, no plan survives first contact with the enemy, which is why you make allowances for things to go wrong. When everything's going too right, that's a concern. Come on.
Don't give up. I'm not going out like this. Mind taking over?
Okay, there we go. Cura, Tifa now.
Don't overdo it.
Yes, it's my turn. This is gonna stay. Coming at you hard and fast. Catch you sleeping.
Looks like we got a big shot incoming.
Good kill for a shower.
Ugh. That was a little nastier. Those things are tanks. Alright, let's get going. Mini Metal Gears. Yeah, that's fair. At least I don't make the stupid moving noise.
So, it was like this last time?
A little more chaotic, ain't that that right?
Yeah.
Also, less blue last time. Like, that's definitely one of the weirder things here, that this place is blue. Alright.
Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
You know, I'd love to see the explanation the game's going to come up with of why Sephiroth just left his sword there.
Hey. Soldier boy.
Tifa.
What?
Though Jessie said she used a less powerful
much
blasting
time?
agent this time.
Got all the time in the world. This one comes with a remote detonator.
Courtesy of Jessie.
We withdraw to a safe distance. Then, kaboom!
Safe distance?
What? No such thing.
Well, how far is safe while still being within range of the detonator?
We get out the same way we got in. Let's double back.
Huh?
What the? Where are you going?
Weirdly perfect timing.
There we go.
Wait a minute. Is someone watching us?
Greetings, my dear sewer rats. As architect of our populace engagement campaign, I, Heidegger, head of public security, bid you welcome.
The chief warmonger.
You should be flattered. Right now, you command the undivided attention of every soul in Midgard.
Huh? What is this?
Breaking news from Mako Reactor 5. Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat issued by the terrorist group Avalanche. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. You now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the Sector 5 Undercity. Having confirmed the terrorist target, the Shinra Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
President Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists will soon be brought to justice.
And so, to a people beset by chaos and uncertainty, we will offer the finest comfort, bread and circus.
The big boy.
Airbuster.
I give you Shinra's latest triumph of technology. The Airbuster, your executioner.
Engineering on the line. Currently, the Airbuster is only 60% operational. The estimates were optimistic.
I'm on air! To the imbecile in charge down there.
Not all going to according to plan, huh?
And bring them to me.
Like you said, Mir, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Rock and roll. My favourite kind of force.
Shut the hell up!
Insurgents and bring them to the command center right now!
I don't believe it. We played right into Shinra's hands.
Yeah, and their bullshit news is already peddling their false narrative.
To be fair, how much of that narrative was false?
No, hell no! Listen, they want to turn this into a spectacle, then I say let's give them one. Let's take down Shinra's big-ass mech in front of everybody.
Okay, I'm sold.
All security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately.
If it comes after us, we should probably run. Let's take it down in front of everybody, okay.
Command center right now. Attention, all security forces.
Let's go.
Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately. I repeat.
Well, I suppose there are a few things I love more than sending a trap around.
Bring them to the command center right now. Attention, all security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately. I repeat. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center right now.
Get these components prepped for the airbuster ASAP.
It's ready, sir.
Component outbound for VII.
Copy, V8.
Interesting, they're just sending chests out.
Intruders! Take them out!
Oh, there was always a possibility of techno soldiers.
All clear. Now let's see what these bastards were up to.
Barrett, Cloud, over here.
Chests.
Cloud, check this out.
Alright, what do you got?
It looks like a few of its components are still in transit.
We'll see about that.
Could tamper a little with its loadout.
And give ourselves an edge?
There should be a console somewhere.
This the console you talking about?
Sabotage. A bad idea. Can make it to the console.
Think you can get it to work?
Needs a keycard.
Well, let's find it then.
Alright, this feels a little like padding now.
You find it?
Yeah.
Good job. Now let's check out that console.
M units, huh? I'm guessing that's some sort of component?
Yep. An enhancement powered by liquefied materia.
Sounds bad.
Pretty sure I can divert this unit for disposal.
Alright. I was really hoping we'd be able to replace stuff that it has rather than just make sure it doesn't have stuff.
M unit flagged for disposal.
Heidegger's got no idea who he's messing with.
So far, so good.
Right. Let's move.
Going back this way. So where does it get disposed of? Looks like the tracks don't come this far out. No other key cards? No. I don't like these chests are here and I just can't do anything with them though.
You think they're watching us? Even now?
Probably.
Yep. Probably got a live feed.
Nothing we can do about
Which means they'll see us sabotaging the airbuster. Which means they should be ready for that.
Nothing will stop me.
Take the lead.
Yeah, I'll do it. Get your ass out of here. Ooh, gotta love it. Back on the list. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, Cloud's health got really low really quickly. Awesome, we hit max proficiency. That means I need to spend some time on Tifa then.
That was
Let's take
easy.
care of that.
Sure it was.
Oh, my health gone. Oh, what the hell was I looking at then? Oh, I was looking at the experience bar. Alright. Yeah, let's go. What's behind door number 2?
Component outbound for B7.
Copy. We've lost contact with B8. Send some men to check it out. We've got a schedule to keep.
To be fair, like, this is going to be Shinra's fault.
Intruders! Seize them!
Because this is the way they've set us to go. Like, they're in full control of the pathway we were taking.
Negative B7. Airbuster Feather's priority. You're on your own. Copy.
Then we'll deal with you ourselves.
Looks like there's 2 consoles this time.
Huh. Double the sabotage.
If we can find the key card.
I mean, we were just going to head out the way we came, and they could have ambushed us that way. But no, they opened the door to send us this way, past all the preparation for Airbuster. There's one.
Any cards?
Just the one.
2 choices. And only 1 single-use card. It's up to you, Cloud.
What do we got? Processor. And bombs. Let's take out the bombs.
console talks about big bomber shells. You acquainted?
We call them BBs. One's enough to blow you to hell and back.
Could divert them and give it a couple less shots to take us out. Make the call.
That's a good question. Why are the cards single use?
Big bomber shell flagged for disposal.
System security measure, perhaps immediately once that card is used and activate security protocol to prevent it from being used again.
So where did
Because we're intruders.
To a storeroom for defective equipment, I'm guessing.
That's so. You think these defective shells and programming cores might be valuable enough to warrant a little detour?
Maybe.
I say we grab them.
If we get that far.
Yeah, that could work as an excuse. Like, they work to shut down the consoles as we use them, but they don't manage to shut it down until after we use the card, so we don't get the card back. That's just me making shit up, though. The card just being single use is a dumb thing.
Okay, listen up, y'all. Everything Shinra has told you is a goddamn lie. Mako is the lifeblood of our planet.
You really think they're listening?
Those greedy bastards are bleeding it dry. Y'all gotta rise up.
Barrett, who are you talking to?
The people put me on TV. I'm gonna drop some truth.
Thousand Gil says they cut the sound.
Yeah. Why would they have the sound playing from this to begin with?
Surprise, Grounders!
It's on you.
Let me handle this. Bingo! Bring it!
Now the fun starts! Get done!
Take that!
What's this?
Alright. So you can hear the awesomeness of Airbuster. But yeah, until Airbuster's actually active, like, why would you have the sound playing? Especially because there's a good chance, knowing the kind of person Heidegger is, he's gonna say something stupid.
Bring it.
You got this.
I got this. Come on.
Is that all you got?
Here.
Was never in doubt.
There we go. Now we can swap it. Yeah, chances are Heidegger's gonna say something that people really shouldn't be hearing. Like, keeping that sound cut until things are ready, or even past that, is the smart thing. Push the button.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
Let's see what this new one does.
Can't afford any more delays. You need to keep those components coming. Do whatever it takes.
Give him your all. Ha! Bye.
This televisor's got point. There you go. Awesome. Alright. Another card. Pick up the card, come on.
Find any cards?
Only one. And this time we've got 3 choices.
Take your pick.
Always a fan of the balanced approach. Reduce its overall effectiveness.
AI programming core. What are you thinking, Cloud? Should we get rid of it?
Reduces the frequency it fires stunning attacks. Alright.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
Awesome.
Heidegger's not gonna like that.
That's even better.
I tell you what, I ain't never looked forward to an execution more in my entire life.
You don't say.
We're about to make fools out of Shinra while the whole damn city's watching.
You say that, but we're not there yet.
Times like these, you gotta savor.
Oh no, if you're about to ask me to dance, then don't.
Come on, don't be shy. How about you, Cloud?
I don't dance.
Sonic Strikers. What a good thing that I just finished getting the proficiency for these. Oh. Right, upgrade all of that. Yes. Definitely. Yep. Situational. Speed, MP. There we go. I don't like focusing too much on situational stuff. You see those new gloves, Tifa? You know, I like those. White on black's a nice colour combination. Number 5.
V5, this is engineering. You need to pick up the pace. We're running dangerously low on components because of those terrorists.
Copy. They're here!
Take the lead.
I got this.
I know what this does, Tifa. Focus strike. Ooh. One more time.
You ready?
Oh, yeah, this is getting good.
Bunch of pushovers. Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of mischief they were getting up to.
That's an interesting thought, man.
4 consoles. And never enough keycards.
Oh, that's a point. See if there's an extra slot, man. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me put that elemental in there. Swap these around. Swap these around. %8 linked elemental damage. That should be nice. Any other keycards? Really pushing programming cores, aren't they?
An AI programming core.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
I was thinking the same thing. Think we've done enough to weaken the robot?
All that we can, at least.
It's all good. The stage is set. All that's left is to hijack Heidegger's show.
I feel like there should be another keycard here. It's weird that they keep giving you one. I would have thought they'd give you 2 at one point. Especially with there being 4 consoles here. But I'm not seeing another keycard. What else to do but go?
We're coming up on the exit. Tifa, detonator still in range?
We should be good.
The moment Big Boy goes down, you hit that switch.
Right.
And what if it doesn't go down? What if we go down instead? As I appreciate your confidence, Barrett, but you know, it's starting to feel like overconfidence bordering on arrogance.
Out of my way. Keep it together.
All set.
Now the fun starts.
Think fast.
Please.
Bring it. Keep it up. It's over. Bring it. Okay. Think fast. Finish him off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, set it up so, you know, if we're gonna go down, we'll at least take the reactor.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
Really hoping there'd be a Mako shard in there to refill my MP. Here we are, back at the top.
Can't say we didn't prepare. Now we just gotta get it done.
Where's the disposal room, though?
Not that way.
Yeah, no going back down there, so it ain't that way. Yeah.
Status report. We're short on AI cores, but tracking down replacements. Work faster, or you'll hear it from the brass.
Look, they're still prepping it.
They're here! Hold them back! Buy us every second you can!
Go.
What is the status of my airbusters? Report!
Also you! We're going to need more time! The terrorists have reached the room and are engaging our forces! At this rate, there's no telling when we'll have it fully operational!
Really?
Sir, it's not ready yet!
That was an abort!
Shit, we're too late.
That's well enough, you bastards! I'm taking you down!
Yeah, that's the question of like, why even have the guy who's prepping it as a target we can attack if we can't stop it?
Y'all never had a chance.
Hey guys.
Well, let's see.
Looks like a performance assessment, don't you think? Reduced response time. Should work in our favor.
For real though, we need to talk victory poses. Something coordinated for the live on camera finish. Could blow up big, start a new trend.
Veto.
Huh? No way up?
Upstairs are still blocked. Hello.
Best do it right.
Check it out.
You ready? Don't think you'll walk away from this. There.
Alright. Wasn't too bad.
Real subtle invitation.
Alright, let's get to the top here, and I think I'm going to call it before we do the airbuster fight, and we'll come back for that next time I stream. Which is probably going to be a bad idea.
It's on you.
Alright, watch it learn. Ain't no thing.
But I'm running out of time.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
Alright, keep going.
Big boy's going through an execution, all right. We're gonna put him out of his misery while the whole damn city watches.
We give it our all and we'll win.
Alright, let's get out of there.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make it home. All of us. No exceptions.
Right. We don't want to disappoint Marlene. That goes for you too, Cloud. Right?
You better give her a big old smile this time.
If the price is right.
Wonder if we have to do the button combination timing thing again before we get out here. Alright. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to call it here. Today. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat, which was really just me today. Thanks for keeping company, me. Very much appreciated, and chat is always the best part of the stream. We're back later tonight. If we had the time, I might be back with this before the Persona 3 stream. If I have the time. But if not, I'll be doing Persona 3 later on with Chance. So look forward to that. I'd rather do this today, honestly, rather than leave it until I'm next off. That'll be Friday, so I'll be doing the stream on Thursday night. Which means going into what's set out to be a challenging boss fight with like days worth of rust, so that'll be concerning. Yeah, hopefully I can come back and finish Airbuster later. But yeah. Thank you all for watching, have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you later, guys. Bye.